It's time to talk about my beloved Chicago Bulls. And I want Bulls fans to listen to me, man. I'm going to put my phone down for this one. We're going to get more in depth in this on the Third Pick podcast, which should be available right now when you're listening to this, me and the homie Mariano. But I want Bulls fans to listen to me and listen to me good. Get off the fucking ledge. This is a team, 39-22 right now, 2 games behind the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, ravaged by injuries, and they're still hanging on. Now, expectations plays a big part in what you want from the Bulls from this season. Me personally, they have already surpassed every expectation I had of this team. When this preseason started, I said the Bulls were going to win 48 games. And as of right now, all they need to do is win 9 more games, and they're going to meet that mark. But I definitely didn't have them as a top 2 seed this late in the season. I said as long as they don't make the play, as long as they miss the play-in, as long as they're a top 6 seed, I'm fine. And to see as good as they've done this year, I'm fine. Now, there's some people out here who want a championship, and I want to tell you, it's baby steps. It's baby steps, and it has a lot to do with what I'm saying about how they've been playing against the elite teams. I know you've been seeing the records 0-11 against certain teams, 2-6 against the elite of the East. This is why I don't really care about that record. And these are not excuses. Injuries are part of the game. It's the NBA. Nobody is fully healthy at this part of the season. I get it. The only thing that I would be concerned about is the effort of this team against the elite teams and maybe Billy's lack of adjustments. But how many of these losses did they have their guys playing? I mean, even look at the Milwaukee loss that they had. That was a game they lost by 3 points, and Zach LaVine didn't play. So I'm not finna go up here and judge this team when they're not fully healthy. And when you've got, and I know that some people say, well, Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso shouldn't mean that much. Yes, in theory, maybe not. But if you look at the role that these two play, everybody just gets to the lane on the Bulls. Everybody is open season to get to the rim since those guys have been out. These are 2 guys who are really, really good defensively, who's going to help out the bigs as much as they can by not allowing them to even get to them. And when it comes to offensively, Lonzo Ball is the Bulls' starting point guard. So, yes, the offense is going to get a little shaky, and it's going to make DeMar and Zach play more ISO ball because they don't have their starting point guard out there. And Ayo has been great. I don't even want to imagine where the season would be without Ayo Dosunmu. But at the end of the day, he's still a fucking rookie. So that's why his last couple games look rough. He's a rookie. You can't get mad at a rookie for playing like a rookie sometimes. You need your veteran point guard to come over here and, calm the waters a little bit. So I'm not going to say the Bulls are a contender. I'm not going to say the Bulls ain't a contender. I'm just saying I want to see a sample size with these guys healthy before I tell them what they can and can't do come playoff time. You know what I'm saying? And on the flip side, playoff basketball is a whole different beast. If the Bulls went out here and beat all these teams, beat all these elite teams, they still have to prove that you can do it in the playoffs. That shit don't mean nothing. Look at the 2010, 2011 Bulls. We used to kick the shit out of the Heatles in the regular season. We damn near swept them that year. When it came to the playoffs, we didn't have a shot. Should have been swept, to be completely honest. Outside of that game 1 blowout, where I was drinking all the fucking Kool-Aid, they had no fucking shot in it. So I'm not trying to make excuses for the team. I'm not saying when these 3 get back, that's going to cure every problem. I'm saying I don't know. I can't judge this team without that. It's the same thing you look at Phoenix. Phoenix without Chris Paul is a good team. Phoenix without Chris Paul for the entire season, or majority of the season, is not the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Chris Paul adds a different element to that team. With Chris Paul, they are a championship team. So that's what I'm saying. With these 3 guys who are very important defensively, when Alex Caruso by himself is in the lineup, the Bulls are a top 10 defense. They dropped all the way to 28th since he's been out. I don't think we're really understanding just how important his contribution is to this team. Now, of course, they're going to need a little bit more chemistry. I don't know if as Billy said, that they hoping it's going to be 12 to 14 games, and they'll have the whole squad together, that's going to help going into the season. But if I'm a Bulls fan, I'd say enjoy the ride. This has been one of the greatest franchise turnarounds I've seen in any sport in a long time. This team was god-awful last year. It's been god-awful since Jimmy Butler has left the building. So just appreciate what you're watching, and just appreciate that you're watching meaningful basketball in March. This is year one of a window, and the NBA windows usually last 4 to 5 years. And as we've seen from AK and from Mark Eversley, when there's holes to be filled, they get it done one way or another. So you just go, I want them to get a top 4 seed this year, get you home court, because the Bulls have one of the best home records in the league. Get you home court, get healthy, see what happens. See what happens, and don't worry so much about a championship, because this is not a team that has a superstar. Hate to break it to y'all. Superstar is a word that's been used way too much in the NBA. There's maybe 7 superstars tops in the league. I think DeMar and Zach are stars in this league. They're not superstars. They're not the Giannis or the KDs or the Jokic's and the Embiids and the LeBron and all them. So when you don't have a superstar, you have to overcompensate in some areas, and that's where the defense comes. This team cannot do what they want to do without playing elite defense. So that's what it comes down to, man. So I could rant about this more. We're going to get more into this on the Third Pick Podcast.